also, I think you could just host a hangout and then make it live. I don't know.
Yeah, I made it live, so whenever you can join. So let's try it now. I think my younger brother is going to be watching soon. It doesn't say we have any viewers yet, so. Did you try the link I sent you now?
Yeah, I clicked it, and now it's still giving me that weird green icon. Yeah, I don't know if it's just not. Hang on. Let me click this link and try it in Firefox again. Or normal Chrome, because it might also just be because I'm using Canary.
Yeah, I would try it on Chrome.
Right. No, I was using Chrome, but it was the one that's like super experimental, you know.
Yeah. And if push comes to shove, I think I can edit this video on YouTube to where I can jump it right to where our discussion begins.
Edit out all the annoying figuring this crap out.
Yeah, I think you can edit videos right on YouTube now. So there's a lot of stuff I have to figure out about YouTube still.
Yeah, okay, let me try the link again. And what can I do? Not showing up. Yeah, so this keeps ringing because it doesn't even flash and give me the you're about ready to join us live hangout.
Yeah. This is a pretty neat feature, though. Like, I'm looking at it, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, I can't get anything to work now, so. Is this how my webcam set to my face? Oh, there we go, I'm in.
Okay.
I said to get out of the Mac. Join.
Oh, yeah. There you are. Cool.
Let me get my headset on here.
Okay, cool. So, I'll shut this off.
Yeah, let me turn off my webcam.
You can leave it on if you want.
Yeah, I
it's
can't.
It's just kind of my shtick to not show myself on here.
Yeah, I don't want. Why is my webcam? Oh, I can.
Oh yeah, I hung up on you.
Forgot you hung up on me. Thought my phone was just freaking. I was like, "What?"
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but if you wanted to leave yours on, that's completely cool too. It's just my shtick, I guess.
What is this? Huh.
Yeah.
I'm just checking all the options on here because I've never actually. Oh, you can screen share. That's cool.
Yeah, you can do a screen share. You can.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
There's like a bunch of like management options too. All right, so I'll be right back, and we'll just begin the broadcast in about a couple minutes. I'm just gonna take care of some stuff right now. It'll only take like a minute.
Yeah, I gotta run to the restroom. I'll be back.
Okay, cool.
So I'll leave you with the home music. Now it's working. We're having a Google Hangout, so like all the cool kids are having.
Really?
All right, sorry about that, folks. Hopefully I can edit this right on YouTube. Start at a decent time. We'll just start the discussion in just a couple minutes here. So thanks for hanging in there. And I have a notification. Okay.
Everything on my head.
All right, so you're back.
I'm usually back.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
All right, ready to begin?
Might as well.
All right, thanks for hanging in there, folks. We're starting now. And we got our first viewer. Awesome. I'm joined here today by my friend algorefan4. His name, I'll probably say Andrew, but
It is.
we're having issues signing in, and he couldn't get on his algorefan4 account, so he signed in. As
My new icon's at least better than the brony one I had before.
Yeah. All right, so let's start with our first business of E3. Let's just get it out of the way now. The NX. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be coming out this year, but
Yeah, definitely not. I hope not. I don't even think they're going to show it off at E3. They said they won't, but everyone's like, oh, they might show it as a surprise. You know, they might be surprising all of us. But no, I don't think that's what's going to happen.
But then again, they did, I don't know. I still think it's a little early to completely abandon the Wii U. So
Yeah, it's way too early. Like, if they did that, they would completely destroy consumer confidence in their products. Because then, because new consumers, say that haven't bought the Wii U, or those that have bought the Wii U, like you and I, they would say, well, why should we buy their next system when they're going to completely jump ship again in the next 3 years? Why should we buy anything from this company if they jump ship that fast?
I mean, I know the Wii U isn't selling like amazingly, but
no, I can pull it up now on, let's see, it's on game charts, I believe. Oops.
So you play the Splatoon demo thing? Speaking of off-topic discussions,
Which demo?
The global whatever test.
Oh, the Splatoon, the test fire one. No, I actually didn't get to that. I'm just gonna buy the game when it comes out.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I might.
I already know I want it.
I haven't tried it, so besides,
yeah, I haven't either. I guess it's available at Best Buy to try out, but
everything.
If the game looks good enough, I'm gonna buy it. I'm upset that it doesn't have voice chat, but I'm still gonna get it. Hopefully, Nintendo will learn their lesson from this. Okay, so looking at VG charts, I'm gonna try to screen share it actually. So let's screen share it so our viewers can see it. Okay, this one, and you'll be able to see it too. Right. Okay, so this is the screen that I'm looking at. It says the Wii U has sold 9.5 million units. The Xbox One has sold 12.1 million units, and the PS4 has sold 21.4 million units. So even with that, what was it, a year head start?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a 1 year head start. It's still selling like crap. I mean, compared to the PS4, it's complete crap. The PS4 is more than double its sales with less than a year to work with. So that's an issue. That's a big issue for Nintendo. But they shouldn't rush
the new. Yeah.
I think they need to own up to their mistake and live with their mistake.
So
I don't think that they should release their new platform until fall of 2017. That's a 5-year timeline between Wii U launch and
Zelda Wii U. Sorry for cutting off, but
oh no, that's fine.
I always feel self-conscious if I did that kind of crap. So
yeah, okay, so that was the screen I was looking at. But yeah, anyways, they shouldn't launch it until November 2017. That's a fair generation. That's 5 years. And, I want my library of Wii U games built up. I mean, I have a pretty big library of Wii U games, even though everyone says that the Wii U doesn't have any games on it, which is completely untrue. But I want more. I want my Metroid. I want my F-Zero, even though F-Zero. I mean, Did you watch my E3 2015 predictions video for Nintendo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to mention the F-Zero prediction. I don't think I felt comfortable putting it in there, but I'm kind of holding out for it. And the reason why I think that might be coming, at least on 3DS or Wii U, is because, look at the DLC that we got from Mario Kart 8.
Right, yeah, they had a bunch.
It was, we got F-Zero skins. We're starting to see more and more F-Zero come along. Part of the ambassador program of 3DS include F-Zero games. You can basically buy all the past F-Zero games on Virtual Console.
Ugh.
There's definitely a renewed interest for F-Zero, so now would be the right time to make a new F-Zero game.
I'm just hoping for a new Star Fox. So
Well, that was confirmed last E3, remember?
yeah.
And it's going to be Miyamoto's game.
Ah.
Yeah, Miyamoto's working on that. And I heard another rumor that Platinum might be helping Miyamoto with it. I don't know how true that is. I didn't put it in my predictions video. I just predicted that we'll see a trailer with the release date, and it'll be coming out later this year in 2015.
Right. Well, we know there's probably going to be another Mario game at some point, so that's...
Yeah, they said no more 3D Mario games, but, we're getting Mario Maker later this year. And actually, you know how they do those Best Buy events?
Yeah.
Mario Maker is going to be the one that they do for the Best Buy event, which is the post E3 thing.
Right. Oh, wait, Supercard's working.
Yeah. Although, what is it? The 30th anniversary of Mario is coming up?
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll get they're going to make a completely HD remix of Mario Brothers.
That would be interesting. Isn't that just New Super Mario Bros, though?
Yeah, that's up on Wii U VC now.
Oh, yeah, the DS version.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm
on
flipping that
Wii
around
U
like an
VC.
idiot.
Yeah, I think that's actually really cool about the Wii U Virtual Console is that we get DS games.
I'm hoping more come. Super Mario 64, yes.
Do you think they'd put that out because they already have Super Mario 64 on Virtual Console?
I was kind of surprised that wasn't the game they put out with, because they launched those both the same day. I was kind of surprised they didn't just pick that game.
Yeah, the 64 DS one is superior in a way because you have more characters to play as. It doesn't control as good, but now that you have a new controller to work with, it might work.
Right, one that the controller won't be complete butt and won't suck.
Yeah, right. Like now that you have the gamepad or a pro controller to work with, so.
Right. Well, actually, also I discovered that the old classic controller works too, because I was using that when I was doing Donkey Kong 64.
Oh, the Wii Classic controller works with Wii U?
Yeah, you gotta sync up a Wiimote, but yeah, it works.
Oh, awesome! Great. I'll have to try that. I don't think I've ever tried that yet.
Yeah. Well, I had a Wii because I homebrewed my Wii U, so
Yeah.
You can actually lay GameCube games off homebrew now.
Oh, nice. Do they have Killer 7?
You have to download the iOS files and then load them, and then you can emulate them. Hang on, I can. I don't think I can send you. Well, yeah, I think I can. I'll just send it to you on chat. Hang on. Oh, whatever.
Yeah, you can even screen share it too. Do you see where the chat window is on here?
Yeah, I see the chat window. I have it open.
Yeah, you can share it on that. Okay, yeah. So, anyways, NX.
Back on topic.
Yeah, back on topic now. How do you feel? What's the time frame that you think would be fair for them to release it? We won't get into announcing it. Let's just talk about the actual physical release.
See, I would think they would probably wait at least a year, maybe a year or two. Not until probably if they ever launch Zelda U. Now there's the.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of talk that they're gonna just keep on delaying Zelda Wii U and just put it on NX.
Well, that's the thing.
That's a big rumor going around, is that they're just going to delay it and put it on NX.
Well, that's the key issue there, because technically, Hyrule Warriors, but I mean, Wii U hasn't had a actual physical, real Zelda game.
Yeah, and we need that. We need a dedicated Zelda for Wii U. I've heard that they might do do you remember back when the Wii launched, there was the GameCube version of Twilight Princess?
Right, yeah, like version? That again.
Yeah, they're thinking about doing that. But if you remember with the GameCube, they had Wind Waker, which was the GameCube's dedicated Zelda game, and then they also had Twilight Princess and then the Wii Twilight Princess. But the Wii also had its own dedicated Zelda game, Skyward Sword. So do you think that by putting it on NX and Wii U, do you feel that they would be robbing?
Oh God, I'm in here twice now, and I don't know.
Yeah, you're in here twice.
Okay, hang on. Let me try kicking myself here. Muting myself so I don't talk.
Which one do you want kicked? I think I can kick one.
The first one.
The one with the bird?
They're both the ones with the bird, because I changed my icon to that.
All right, I'll just hide you from broadcast. There we go. You're hidden.
Yeah, my Chrome crashed, so hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Okay. Yeah, to me it depends on what I'm looking at. I could only see the bird in one of them. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I got
would you feel kind of robbed if they
right. Well,
took
I mean,
our dedicated Zelda game and put it on NX? Or do you think Nintendo would try to make the argument that Hyrule Warriors is our Zelda game?
well, I mean, I know the Wii eventually got Skyward Sword, so technically that could also be their Zelda game. But at the same time, I mean, I mean, I know they needed a Zelda game for launch because that get people to buy the console. But I mean, I don't think they would ever want to repeat that again.
Yeah, I mean, having a Zelda at launch is a very strong title. I mean, the Wii sold ridiculously well at launch to where it was unavailable for a long time. Now, part of that might have been Nintendo's fault that they didn't ship enough units to be sold.
Right.
They didn't
Yeah.
print enough products, kind of like what they're doing with Amiibo. They just don't print enough products. But that's another discussion for another day about
Yeah, I don't
Amiibo
get the
being
Amiibos,
printed.
so I don't.
Yeah. But that would be a smart strategy. That means that if I get what I want and we don't have NX until 2017, that
Right.
means that we have to wait another full 2 years for Zelda.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not saying that the game isn't done because I mean, I have a feeling it's probably. I don't think it would take them that long to make a Zelda game, but I don't. I mean, I'm talking as ignorant,
Yeah, they've been
man who's
working
done
on
anything
it for a while. But I mean, not a whole lot of time, but they've been working on it. And
Oh, it is a loading code.
here's the thing: they said that they came up with brand new ideas that are going to take even longer. Like they discovered some new thing, some new idea, and they want to pursue that. They said it's a huge idea that they want to explore, and they said that they're going to delay the game that way they could try that. I have no idea what that means.
Zelda in space.
Yeah. No,
Mario.
I think they're still going to go with the build that we saw. Did you see the video game awards
Yeah.
in Vegas? Yeah. We watched the video game awards, and that was like the very first live gameplay showing
Right.
outside of E3 2014, the first live gameplay showing of Zelda, right, for the Wii U.
Yeah. Who
And-
hosted that this year, by the way?
What was that?
Who hosted that this year, by the way?
His name is. He was the one that, because VGX was awful because of Joel McHale, right?
Yeah. I like.
It was the other one. I keep on forgetting his name. I have it on the tip of my tongue.
Right.
Jeff Keighley. Jeff Keighley.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Jeff Keighley. Actually, Jeff Keighley paid for that whole show out of pocket. Like, he didn't go to Kickstarter or anything because he didn't want people to lose confidence. And it was the best video game award show I've ever seen.
Right. Well, I know. I still don't understand why they had Joel McHale do that. Just because.
It was very awkward. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad, actor. Because I mean, I've seen Community. I've seen him on The Soup. He's funny.
Yeah, I hear he's like very good on like Community and stuff that they write well for him. But when you kind of
don't know a lot about what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, but when he's kind of going on his own, it's just he didn't belong there. And that was just a really bad show. Remember VGX and Nintendo's big showing was Cranky Kong?
Cranky Kong, the way of the future.
Yeah, he did have Reggie Fils-Aimé. He did have the Metroid pin though. So we're gonna kind of hop around. This is very disorganized discussion, ladies and gentlemen.
Disordered talk here about stuff.
Yeah. Are we gonna see Metroid at this year's E3?
God, we can hope so. How long has it been since we had another, I mean, I don't really count Other M.
It's been 5 years since Other M. Oh, not including Other M? Let's see, Other M was 2010.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Metroid Prime 3 was 2007. So,
does anyone really count Other M as a thing besides,
Yeah, it's still canon. So it's been 8 years if you don't include Other M. So it's been 8 years since Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. I include Other M. Okay, the story, it was weird. It wasn't the Samus we were really wanting. but like there was some good moments in it. Like the action was pretty fast paced.
Right. I mean, the gameplay was good. I mean, I'm not saying the gameplay was. It's just kind of the story got wrapped up.
It just kind of felt like we went backwards, you know.
Right. Like
Samus has been evolving for a long time. Like she's become this lone bounty hunter. Like she doesn't need anyone else. That's kind of like her thing is she's this lone bounty hunter. And then the fact that she was like listening to the Galactic Federation throughout the entire game and taking orders from them when she's her own kind of person, it just seemed out of place. And spoiler, so just skip 5 seconds ahead after this. She rebels against the Galactic Federation at the end of Metroid Fusion, right?
Right. I knew that. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
spoiler alert: if you haven't played this game, it's been out since what? Wasn't it?
Fusion came out in 2004, I believe.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh, wait, no, Fusion might have been out since 2002 because it came out when the first Metroid Prime came out, right?
I was gonna say, I think it was a GBA launch title because I think that was right around the time the GBA launched, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it was like 2001 or 2002. So, oh, did you know that you could get the Fusion suit in Metroid Prime by linking the Game Boy?
Yeah, because also doesn't that on Fusion make you be able to play the original? Or am I thinking of
the original Metroid? But what they wanted to do on Unseen 64's YouTube channel, he made the discovery that they actually wanted to include Super Metroid as the downloadable game. You could play the full Super Metroid game on Metroid Prime, but that feature was removed because the guy that made that part for it to be in the game used a third-party emulator, and that was against Nintendo policy to use third-party emulators in their games. So Nintendo, the higher-ups at Nintendo, made Retro Studios remove that feature.
Right. Well, I don't really know how the VC runs, so I'm not going to try to say, I understand how all that works.
Yeah.
All I know, it can run Donkey Kong 64, where no other emulator can do that yet, so.
Right.
Back on topic.
Yeah, back on topic. In my predictions video, I said 2 Metroid games. Because did you see the pictures of the canceled Metroid game that Next Level Games is working on for 3DS? I put it in my video, like the concept art. Right. That was actually from Next Level Games. It looks a little awkward, but it's just concept art. So who knows what the final product will look like. So, and we know that Next Level Games is working on a new project. So maybe it is a handheld Metroid. And Retro Studios, they've been hard at work on a new game. And that might be the Wii U Metroid. So we might have a 3DS Metroid and a Wii U Metroid. If not, hopefully someone's been working on a Wii U Metroid. And maybe Retro's working on a completely different project.
Oh, yeah, I don't have to think. I don't distinct. I'm multitasking.
Okay.
Blame the ADHD. Anyway.
But, it's right there in their name, Retro. They love taking old franchises and giving them, like, a more modern spin. Yeah. Is there any series that you would like to see Retro tackle?
Besides Star Fox, no. Star Fox is the one game I want another one of. Yeah,
everyone does. But Miyamoto's working on that one. And he actually wanted to do it for Wii, and they've just been pushing it off. And then eventually they're like, okay, we're just going to make it on Wii U.
Right. Well, the Wii one would have been a little awkward because, there's no...
I think what they would have done is they would have had you take the Wii remote. You know how, you hold an NES style?
Yeah, something like that.
Probably play the game NES style, with the Wii remote. That's how I see it.
Or, I don't know. Have it be like I don't know. Because I actually bought the last one on GameCube, which name now I can't think of.
The two on GameCube were Adventure and Assault.
Assault, yeah.
Yeah, I have both those games. I'm trying to play... Because I beat Star Fox 64. I played Star Fox Assault once. And I don't know about this game.
Yeah, Star Fox Assault was the weird one. Because that was the one that was more of a tactical RPG. Or I don't want to say RPG because it was Star Fox, but... It
was an adventure game.
Yeah.
Because you play as Crystal. I think I'm still in the levels where you play as Crystal. It's just...
Crystal's
No, I'm not. You're playing as Fox, but... it's not the R Wing, and it's just see who. It was actually Rare that made those games, right?
Yeah,
Because
because
they originally wanted to make a dinosaur game. Nintendo's like,
right.
wait, we want you to make Star Fox. So they just took their
Yeah,
dinosaur
Dino
concept and
Planet or
painted
whatever.
Star
Yeah,
Fox on it. Yeah.
yeah. Because that's why. Because Crystal was supposed to be the main character, and I turned my TV a little bit, not too bad. Anyway,
Yeah. So
because Rare kind of falls in that weird category. Because I was kind of surprised they put Donkey Kong 64 on the VC. Because I was like, because that's kind of that weird category where Rare made it, but technically Nintendo owns the property rights, and
yeah.
because they were, well, you probably know, they were supposed to make another Donkey Kong racing game on the GameCube, and then
Yeah, the Diddy Kong. That's actually another rumor. I don't think I mentioned it in my video, but I've definitely been thinking about it. Is we're gonna get Diddy Kong Racing 2 on 3DS.
I know they like released that remake on the GameCube, or not the, yes, on the GameCube, on the or DS,
Yeah, there was Diddy Kong Racing on DS,
right,
and then the original one's on Nintendo 64.
right.
And what was unique about those games is you had boss battles.
Right, well, we can hold that might actually end up on VC now that Donkey Kong 64 is, so
Yeah, I don't know why they decided to bring those back all of a sudden, but I'm not complaining because I've been wanting the Donkey Kong Country titles, the original trilogy, for quite some time. And Donkey Kong 64 is up too, I believe.
yeah.
Yeah. The only one that hasn't come back is SimCity, I don't think. SimCity. The one for Super Nintendo. That was taken down quite a while ago. And I think that might have been because Nintendo's had some falling out with EA and whatnot.
Well, you heard about the one they released on the PC back a while back where it was having all those issues. So
yeah, I'm surprised that we got Earthbound with all the legal issues that came with that. So
I need to finish Earthbound. Like I did a long time ago on an emulator.
yeah, I have it downloaded, still have to play it. Like I have this huge backlog of games I still have to play. It's ridiculous. Anyways, so yeah, so
Back on topic.
So you think that we'll have a Metroid game, at least one at E3 shown off this year?
Right. Well, I don't think they're not. I don't think they're not. I think,
yeah, it would be a big opportunity lost if they don't show a Metroid.
Right. They're probably also
even if it's just a handheld. If it's just a 2D handheld platforming Metroid, which are great by the way.
The remake of.
Yeah. Oh, going back to what we were talking about earlier about Rare.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Project Ukulele?
Yeah, the Kickstarter. Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about that game. They're bringing back. I think his name is David Cage. He did the music for Donkey Kong Country, for Banjo-Kazooie.
Right.
He's pretty well known. Yeah, I think that they got him back. I know he did the music on Tropical Freeze, so that's cool.
We can hope that the other Rare N64 games are also going to be, well, probably not Banjo.
Yeah, we probably won't see Banjo again. Although, did you see the Twitter account of Microsoft's game division head, Phil Spencer, that he put in for the Smash voting session that he wanted Banjo in Smash?
That would be cool. I mean, I know a bunch of people probably got a bunch of joke, like Shrek and.
Yeah, Shrek, he's not a video game character, although he has his own line of video games. He's a movie character that has video games. That's what he is.
We can hope.
I want to keep Smash video characters, and I know everyone wants to put Goku in it. And I saw this mod recently of where they put Dragon Ball Z characters, but Dragon Ball Z to me, it's an anime first, video game next,
Right. Well, I know someone made a mod of Project M that can actually run Ridley, but I still think Ridley's going to be too big.
Yeah, he's more of a boss. But what I don't like about the new Smash game is they took out boss fights.
What I don't like about it is they took out Snake. Come on, bring Snake back.
Yeah, that's actually what my vote was. I voted for Snake for the Smash Bros. Yeah, have you voted at all in the Smash?
No, I probably should.
Yeah, I voted for Snake. It's rumored, and I didn't put this in my predictions video, but I should have. We're getting Lucas DLC soon, but it's rumored that we're going to get Roy and Ryu, and I think also Wolf.
Oh boy! So everyone but Snake, basically, yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully they change up like Wolf's moveset or whatever.
Right. Well, I think when Brawl first came out, I told you that I was disappointed they never changed Falco and Wolf's final smash to not just be air wings.
Yeah. The Landmasters, yeah.
Or Landmasters, not air wings. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Although Falco is a very different character from Fox. Like, he can shoot out, like, what is that, the reflector shield? Like, his actually, like, shoots out, whereas Fox keeps it on him. And
right. Well,
Falco has, like, a different gun, and, yeah. So, I mean, Falco, at least for the new game, he is a lot different from Fox. So, at least they did that.
I was a little excited for Little Mac, but...
Yeah, Little Mac, I think they were worried that they were going to overpower him too much, and in exchange, they weakened him too much.
Right. Well, I know he couldn't recover to begin with, and then they like modded that because people are not modded, patched it.
Yeah. Did you hear that he is the character with the lowest win to loss ratio?
Huh.
And yeah, Sakurai released that information. He said it's because he believes that everyone picks Little Mac because he's powerful without realizing his weaknesses. So people just beat up on Little Mac too much.
Little Mac.
I mean, I like Little Mac.
Little Mac.
Yeah. I just think that they need to fix him up a little bit better. But yeah, anyways. What if we get a new Punch-Out game? That'd be really cool.
Or new Ice Climbers.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to kind of say is that, you know how I asked you that question of what should retro work on?
Ice Climbers.
Ice Climbers, yeah. Because they haven't had a game since, what, the Nintendo? The original Nintendo?
Yeah, I know they weren't in Super Smash Brothers because...
Yeah, I was a little upset over that.
I think the reason they came out with was that he got it working
not popular enough?
No, I think the issue was they couldn't figure out how to get them working on the 3DS. That he had it working on Wii U, but he couldn't figure out how to get them on the 3DS.
Oh, yeah, that could be. I also heard that it's because they're not popular enough, which I don't really buy into that because it seems like a lot of people want an Ice Climbers game and want Ice Climbers back.
So they couldn't. They wanted to make the rosters. Hello, English.
Imagine with the Wii U's capability, brand new Ice Climbers game, and what you could do with it is this big open world game in HD, and Retro's making that, and it's Ice Climbers. That'd be insane. I don't know if it would sell well at all, but it would be absolutely insane.
I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea what Retro's working on. If they're working on a new IP, that would be incredible too. Did you hear that they got a lot of ex-Naughty Dog developers? You know, the people that worked on like Uncharted.
Right. Well, I know a bunch of them made didn't they?
Yeah, Uncharted and Last of Us. That's what Naughty Dog did. But a lot of those people, the Nintendo scooped up for Retro.
Right. I know, because didn't the company that made Sonic Boom, Red Button, or whatever, also be a bunch of ex-employees too?
Yeah. Sonic Boom, what happened there? Like, where did that game go wrong? Like, it had a lot of promise. I heard that they were going to do, like, a TV show.
Right, well, the TV show happened, and last time I heard it was getting good ratings.
Oh, I haven't even watched it.
Yeah.
Which is a disappointment, because Sonic Legends was actually a pretty decent game. You know, the follow-up to Sonic Colors.
Yeah, Sonic.
Like, you got Legend of Zelda and Yoshi DLC, so that was pretty good.
Oh, Sonic, Lost World?
Lost World. Why did I say Legends? Yeah, Lost World. Shoot, I'm sorry.
It's fine. I actually rented that game from the only place left in town that rents games, Family Video.
Yeah. Kind of going off topic. Sorry, folks that may be watching this. Did you see that we have a Well, yeah. Have you been going to Disc Traders much?
Yeah.
I don't know if they have a rental service.
No, they don't. But
see, that's what the eShop should do. Here's a theory
they
that
could
I've
make,
had for the next system. Imagine this, where they do it like a Netflix service where you get like a monthly subscription to their eShop, but you can rent as many retro titles as you want a month.
right. Well, I think
Wouldn't that be pretty cool? Is like you just pay a certain amount every month, like $8 to $10 a month, and then you have unlimited access to retro titles.
yeah. I mean, because God knows I'm not spending full
Yeah.
bucks on Sonic Boom Sonic Boom.
Would you be for that model if Nintendo did a Netflix style eShop?
Yeah.
I would be. I think I would be for it because we're probably going to be at different points in our lives by the time 2017 rolls around. Hopefully, I'll be done with school. Hopefully, I'll have my professional job, and then I can easily afford that $10 a month for the eShop.
Well, you know, I mean, I'm not. Of course, this is.
Well, you never know. You never know what might happen. I mean, 2017 is 2 years away, so.
Of course, this is coming from the person that isn't actually paying for his Netflix, so.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a thought. They probably won't, but it's just a thought of what they could do.
So its biggest discovery in the world was discovering you can actually country hop on Netflix. So.
Yeah. What if Retro was working on F-Zero? I don't know if they've had too much experience with racing games. See, the problem is the last F-Zero game was F-Zero GX on GameCube, right?
Yeah, well, no, there was a couple on the GBA, wasn't there?
There was like F-Zero AX and
the one that tied
GP
to that
Legends or something like that.
Yeah, the one that tied to that TV show that like got canceled after like 3 episodes.
Wasn't that GP Legends?
Yeah, I heard that actually went out longer in Japan. So
yeah,
because I think
the team that worked on GX. So the last console one, I should have said. Yeah, the last console F-Zero game. The team that made that is the same team that made the Super Monkey Ball franchise for GameCube. Because remember, Nintendo and Sega had that partnership during the GameCube era. And so they got Super Monkey Ball as exclusives. And the Monkey Ball franchise was quite brilliant for the GameCube, right? Like they knew how to get like that blur effect for racing. They just had that rolling and racing effect down. And their games look pretty decent on GameCube. However, that team has been disbanded. We don't know what happened to that team because it was this collaboration between Sega and Nintendo. I can't really remember what the team was called, but that team is gone. So we can't have them work on another F-Zero. And they're the ones that made F-Zero GX, and that's why the blur effect when you're racing, when you're going at really fast speeds, that's why it looks so good on GameCube. So the reason why F-Zero GX looks so good is because of that team that was a collaboration of Nintendo and Sega employees. Now that's gone.
Right. Who made GX Legends then?
Is it GX Legends or GP Legends? I don't know. I don't actually know that. I just know it was the Super Monkey Ball team that made GX, which was on GameCube.
Right, because I never played that game back in the day.
Yeah,
now I sound like I'm 1,000 years old. Back in the day.
I have those games from the Ambassador program that was put out for the 3DS owners.
Yeah, I think they're now on Wii U VC. So.
Yeah, on the Wii U's VC. Yeah, you can pick up like every F-Zero game now. Like it's pretty easy to get them, which is why I think that we're going to get another one. But who knows who's developing it? There was a list put out a while ago. I can't find it anymore. It was on My Nintendo News of like all the different teams that are working on something, and that's where I knew that Next Level Games is working on something. The team that makes Animal Crossing games, they're working on a new game, which brings me to our next discussion: Animal Crossing on Wii U. Do you think it's going to happen?
We can hope. I know the last. Oh yeah, there was an Animal Crossing game on the 3DS. I almost said the last one was City Folk.
Nope, it was New Leaf on 3DS, and that game sold like a bajillion copies. Animal Crossing on Wii U, I think it could really push units for Wii U, at least in Japan. Well, it's pretty popular in the United States as well too. So Animal Crossing on Wii U would really help the Wii U. Now, is it going to change the Wii U's fortune? No, not a single game.
Right. I
could
mean, I'm
do
not
that.
saying that
I
any
said
game
that
will
in my
make the
video.
Mario game. Yeah.
Right. But it would definitely help. It would push it over the 10 million mark, I think, because it's at 9.5 right now. So that would definitely
Right.
push it a 10 million mark.
Especially in Japan, because I know the Japan. Well, of course, the Japanese are in that kind of thing because they like,
Yeah, they're really big into Animal Crossing. And do you remember that Plaza app, the Animal Crossing Plaza app that came out for Wii U?
Yeah.
That might have been a test run of what it could look like, because that looked pretty good in HD. Those Animal Crossing characters, they look pretty good in HD. And it was nice seeing that. So
Right. Well,
I
I
don't
know.
think you can get the app anymore, but it was a cool little feature to have for new Leaf owners that also had a Wii U.
You can hope that
Yeah, and plus the Wii U has a better online architecture, so who knows what they'll do with an Animal Crossing for Wii U.
Right. They could actually. Well, I know. I mean, I know a lot of people want like an MMO version of that or whatever.
I don't know if the Wii U can handle that yet.
You can handle 1,000 people online playing Animal Crossing.
I mean, okay, the PS2 that could run an MMO because Final Fantasy 11 that was an MMO and it was on PS2. So
Right.
if people watch this, they're probably going to hate on me for saying the Wii U can't do an MMO. The Wii U can do MMOs depending on what it is. So, but,
1,000 people planting trees all at once will totally break it and it won't like run anything.
yeah,
That like a black hole. So I just throw them.
it would just be a lot when the Wii U isn't selling that well. It would be a big risk to make an MMO for Wii U.
Right. I mean,
Would it be nice? Oh, it would be awesome to have an Animal Crossing MMO. It'd be wonderful. But I don't think they're going to take that route yet. Maybe if the NX, their next project, which I also hear it might be called Fusion, if that thing sells like hotcakes and it has all this power that it's rumored to have, then go ahead, risk Animal Crossing MMO, make us all happy, and make every Pokemon fan happy and make a Pokemon MMO. Imagine how great that would be.
Right. I mean, I know some not like fans did that, and I don't know if it's still around or not. So I can't.
Oh, really? They made a Pokemon MMO?
Yeah. Hang on.
That's terrific.
Let me pause.
I didn't know about.
Yeah, I can't. Oh no, I think I followed the summary. That'll probably be the quickest way. Back in the day when, did I crash? Okay.
No, you're fine.
I get a little concerned when I don't hear noise that either my headphones are screwing up or.
Yeah, that would be absolutely wonderful. A Pokemon MMO. We might get Pokken Fighters. Pokken Fighters might make an appearance. See, this is a good discussion because everything I didn't put in my predictions video, we could bring it up here. So this is wonderful.
Right.
Pokken Fighters, which obviously is being made by Namco Bandai, the Tekken team. We might be getting Pokken Fighters on Wii U.
Yeah, I think this is actually what it is. I'll just send a link and.
Okay.
Or whatever. Better.
Yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, I got it. It says .eu, so it must have been made in Europe.
Yeah, well, I think you actually have to download a Fire Red ROM, but that's a simple Google 10-second search. So.
That's quite sweet. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so the thing is, I don't really know if I would actually pick Ice Climbers to be my game that I want Retro to remake or do a modern game. Although I wouldn't complain if they did. What about Star Tropics? Do you remember that old NES RPG series called Star Tropics? Yeah, there's Star Tropics 1 and Star Tropics 2, which are available on the Wii Virtual Console. I don't know about Wii U. Maybe
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember. Imagine if they made a Star Tropics 3.
Right. Well, I know. Yeah, because that was that game that you needed to submerge the strategy guide in water, wasn't it?
I'm not actually sure about that, but that sounds really out of the box and sounds really cool.
Yeah, because I think they actually had to figure out a way of emulating it on the Wii U, or not the Wii U, Wii or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I know I have Star Tropics 1, I think it is, on Wii. I know I definitely bought one of the games on Wii. Still have
Right.
to play it. Had this huge backlog. I had another idea of what would be really cool. You know the guy that made the Castlevania series on DS? He
Right.
made Symphony of the Night back on PS1. I think his name is Igarashi.
Yeah. I always
Koji Igarashi. He's making a new project now that's indie. But wouldn't it be cool if he made a Metroid?
possibly. I mean, Metroid and Zelda, or not? Yes, Metroid and Zelda. Those two games have so much in common. Metroid and Castlevania have been basically the same thing for a while. So
Yeah, so I think he would do a good job on it.
okay, I think I see what I have to do. Let me get bombs though. Right.
Yeah.
I'm multitasking. I'm playing a game and talking. So
Yeah.
I'm
You're a
doing-
true gamer.
doing something amazing and sucking.
Yeah, what game are you playing right now?
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker. Makes sense, yeah. I finished the GameCube version. I still have to finish the Wii.
Right.
like,
I know. I think they said they fixed that whatever
game-breaking bug, yeah.
that thing at the end where you had to get all the Triforce pieces.
Oh, that, yeah. They did say that they fixed that. Because that was the worst part of the game, in my opinion. I hated that. Searching for the Triforce. Because then you had to find the maps, and then the maps led you to the individual pieces. And so, like, you had to find, like, 16 different things. And
Right.
you had to go all over the map, and it was very annoying.
Right. I know they also fixed the sailing, so you can go just get the fast sail.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a pain to get because it's at the auction house because they can't make it too easy on you.
Right, right.
I mean, I understand that to a point because I'm not saying that every gamer is going to want to use that because some people
Right. It was a nice looking game. Like Wind Waker translated well into HD.
Yeah, let me hang on. I gotta actually consult my guide.
But it was because that they made that game that I predicted last year in my last year's Nintendo E3 predictions that they were going to make an open world Zelda, which looks like they're doing. Did you see the Video Game Awards trailer for the open world Zelda? It's huge.
Right.
Like, this is going to be the first big open world Zelda game. I mean, Wind Waker is kind of open world, and then the NES game is open world, of course, but this is huge. Like, this is Skyrim level quality that we're talking about.
Right. I know Wind Waker, technically all that was C, so it's not like it was all.
Yeah, right. A lot of it was C, so they kind of took advantage of GameCube hardware and just made this big open sea, and yeah, they kind of got away with it in that. So,
The light arrow fire arrows also used to.
I also predicted Pokemon Z. Do you think we'll see Pokemon Z at E3?
I mean, I don't think they're gonna. Well, I think Pokemon Z would be a weird one if it's not. If it is a remake of or another generation of whatever the last one was, its name I can't think of now. So
X and Y.
yeah.
And then this one, it'll be like, how Diamond and Pearl had Platinum, Ruby and Sapphire had Emerald and all that. This will be their like third one that encompasses all.
And they did Black, White, and Black too. So
yeah, and you know what the sad thing is? If they actually make Z, I'll probably go out and buy it because I'm a sucker like that.
yeah, they haven't. They're working on 3DS emulation, but I don't think it's actually gotten to a point where anything will run right.
I hope Nintendo never sees this discussion because we've been talking about third-party emulators like all night. Just not good.
How do you feel about having a copyright claim? Join the club.
Yeah.
The guy who made Birdemic is not very happy about people uploading his movie. Go figure.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I uploaded The Room like on YouTube and and it's still up.
I still have to finish my Microsoft predictions and Sony predictions and put them on YouTube. I haven't uploaded them yet. Like, people probably think I'm biased towards Nintendo, which, I mean, I favor Nintendo more, but, like, I like other companies too. And I definitely want to put a Sony and Microsoft video up. I've been lazy. It takes memory out of your computer, and it takes time to make predictions. Plus, it's a little bit harder to predict Sony and Microsoft because they don't have as big of a first-party library as Nintendo.
Right. So
if people are like, well, why'd you make a Nintendo video? Well, I've been following them longer. And they just have more first-party titles to guess with.
Right, because you can kind of guess that they're going to probably announce another Mario game at some point.
Yeah, I didn't come out and say that they're going to make a new 3D Mario, but they'll probably do something with Mario besides Mario Maker.
There's going to be another Mario game at some point.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting Mario Maker, but we're probably going to get something else. Maybe
not...
like a Mario Sports title. There was one on Wii that was really good called Mario Sports Mix.
Yeah, I'm hoping for another Mario basketball game. I remember
Mario Hoops.
Yeah, I remember being excited as heck because what was the one on DS?
Mario Hoops 3-on-3.
Yeah, didn't Square Enix make that too with them?
Yes, you're correct because you can have Final Fantasy characters in it.
Yeah. I keep saying I'm going to actually play the what was that? Oh, that music game they made because it looked a little bit like Elite Beat Agents, which I was like way into and.
Yeah. Square Enix. Oh, yeah, they're having another press conference. So we're finally going to deviate a little bit away from Nintendo. I'm sure we'll return. But Square Enix is having their own E3 press conference again. Do you think they're finally going to have a decent presence at E3? Because for the last two E3s, their E3 presence was awful. The most that they showed was like Hitman and Tomb Raider.
Another Final Fantasy game? What kind of shot?
Well, I'm sure we're going to see like Final Fantasy 15 again.
Right. Well, that's another one that can be easy to predict because they're going to announce another Final Fantasy at some point.
Yeah. Do you think we're going to hear any more about Kingdom Hearts 3?
Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts. I think I did the math. It's been like what years since we've had another Kingdom Hearts game, like an actual like numbered Kingdom Hearts game, not.
Yeah, the last numbered Kingdom Hearts game, if you don't count 3D as like the number 3. Was let's see, it's 2004, right?
Right. I don't remember when 2.
So it's been 12 years.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. Because the first one came out in 2002, right? Then 2004 was Kingdom Hearts 2, and then there's been numerous spin-offs. Did you play the Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance?
No, I think I actually own it. I might. I don't know. I haven't checked. I
got like the collector's edition of it with all the little stuff that you can get with it. It was actually a pretty decent game. I liked it. It was fun. It was fast-paced and adventurous. It was cool. And I think they made that game to test how a fast-paced action Kingdom Hearts game would be, and that's the model that they're going to use for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom Hearts 3 will be coming on Nintendo 3DS. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 on 3DS.
The future of...
A lot of people were upset that Kingdom Hearts 3 was not announced for Wii U, but Xbox One. How do you feel about that? I mean, this is E3 2013, and that one absolutely sucked. Like, E3 2013 was my least favorite E3.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't eventually end up on Sony, just because Square and them.
Yeah, they're probably not going to take the risk with Wii U. But here's what might happen: when Square Enix announce a game, especially a Tetsuya Nomura game, because Tetsuya Nomura is making Final Fantasy 15, right?
Yeah.
Remember how long Final Fantasy 15 has been in development?
It's strictly Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, so he's probably going to take quite a while for Kingdom Hearts 3 as well, because he wants to make this a big, great game. He wants to make this like his best piece of work, because this is what he's going to end on for Kingdom Hearts, right? At least for the Disney franchise.
Right.
So he's going to take his time out. Do you think it might be possible that Kingdom Hearts 3 might be developed on Nintendo's next platform, perhaps? Maybe because they won't want to take the risk on Wii U, because no third-party developer without Nintendo support would want to take a risk on Wii U. Like, once Ubisoft dropped, like, Wii U third-party support is dead. Like, I just heard recently that Project Cars might not be coming to Wii U. And that was, like, one of the few third-party games that we were supposed to be getting.
Right,
not including indie. Like, we're a very indie-friendly console, the Wii U is. But no third-party support. So Square Enix probably won't take the risk of Kingdom Hearts 3 on Wii U.
Maybe
Even though it would be possible because Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out on PS3.
Well, I think that's just, as a courtesy to, because I know, wasn't Kingdom Hearts 2 released on, like, PS2, like, while the PS3 was out and, available, and they just put it on the PS2?
Kingdom Hearts 2 came out on PS2, and the PS3 launched in November 17th of 2006.
Right.
Don't ask me how I recalled that.
That was like one of the last like good like third-party games for it, wasn't it?
For the PS2?
Yeah. I mean,
it depends on where you're at, because Japan kept on getting tons of titles. See, the one thing that I love about Sony is they take care of their consoles. Like, they keep developing and getting third-party support for their consoles long into new generations. Like, there's PS2 games all the way up to like 2010, right?
Like
2011.
Yeah, I think the last one developed was like some soccer game, and they.
Yeah, like the PS2 lasted a long time in terms of getting new games, and the PS3 is the same way. So Sony is wonderful at supporting their systems for a long time. Like, I would give them the highest grade of supporting their systems because Sony is just absolutely fantastic at supporting it.
Right. I wonder when it's gonna sound like a new question. E3 is like the second week of June, right?
Yeah, it's I'll look it up. Because they put out a schedule. I'll try to get it and screen share it.
Yeah, or you can send it to me in the chat or whatever. Cool. The only thing I'm going to say, going back to a topic we talked about earlier, if you do actually end up doing that Nintendo thing, is you might want to get a flash drive to put GameCube iOSs on, because they tend to be kind of big.
Yeah. Just trying to get the picture of what they want to do. Let's see.
They're not like NES ROMs or...
They put out a good infographic of all the different time zones too. Oh yeah, did you see that we'll be getting a new Doom at E3? That's what Bethesda's been working on.
Doom.
Yeah, Bethesda's having their own E3, so we're probably going to get either Fallout 4 or Elder Scrolls 6. More than likely Fallout 4, though.
Right, I haven't played Fallout 3. I mean, I keep hearing it's a good game, but...
Yeah, I have it on Steam. I have Fallout 3. Well, I have all the Fallouts. I have Fallout, Fallout 2,
what's your Steam?
Fallout New Vegas. Huh?
What's your Steam?
Same as my Nintendo ID.
Oh, okay. Hang on, let me go pull up my Steam and I'll add you.
I have more games on Steam than I'd like to admit. So,
of course, the only thing I really play on Steam is TF2. So, I mean, I'm not...
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the schedule. Well, here's another schedule.
Hang on, I need to flip
back. It's not a good one. I'm trying to find the infographic. I'm on the E3 Expo website. I'm just trying to find the infographic.
Okay, it's Mario Bros. 2012. Okay.
Yeah, sorry if this is... Oh, found the infographic. Hold on.
This is disjointed as all heck, so...
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here, I'm going to screen share it, so...
Right.
All right. Here it is.
God dang it, I keep getting these invites, these stupid trade groups. I joined like one. Cool. Okay, so Nintendo's is... Oh, they're having a digital event?
Yeah, they're doing it. They're not going to have a stage presence again, so...
Right, well, I mean, that's probably...
I'll probably be at work during their event, too, so hopefully I don't see any spoilers, because I'm just going to... First thing I'm going to do when I get home is I'm just going to watch the conference, and I'm going to try to avoid spoilers as much as I can.
Oh, where do you work now?
I got a engineering internship for the summer, so...
Okay, I found you.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you a request on.
Yeah, I can't connect my Steam online right now, so once I get that issue figured out, I'll add you back. But,
yeah.
Okay, so we're in the New York time zone. So the events of what we'll see... So Monday is a pretty big day. So Microsoft's at 12:30, EA's at 3, Ubisoft's at 6, Sony's at 9. The Nintendo Digital event's at 12 on Tuesday. So at noon, that's when Nintendo's showing their stuff off. I think Sony's is an hour after, not Sony. Square Enix is an hour after Nintendo's, and I'm not really sure. This one doesn't have the smaller companies,
Right,
like
well,
EA and Ubisoft. It doesn't show. It's not showing like Bethesda or Square Enix, and I think Sega's having one too. Did you also hear that they're having a dedicated PC conference? It's probably just going to be Valve showing off their stuff, though. I mean,
The only people who
if you're having a PC press conference at E3, it's going to be Valve.
Yeah, did you hear about that mod thing that was going on like a couple weeks ago, where they were trying to charge people for mods and people were?
Yeah, that fiasco. It kind of is blown over now, and it's not happening. So.
Right.
It's kind of a little bit of an experiment. Valve tried to experiment, and
you gotta give
like,
them credit.
nope. And so Valve was like, "All right, we won't."
You got to give Valve credit. At least they learned from their mistakes. They didn't
Yeah, I think what they were doing is they're just trying to test the waters, and it failed. And so they're like, "All right, we won't do it."
What do you guys? I have a my Steam library. I just thought of this. Oh, I have like 57.
Yeah.
And I play one of them.
So Bethesda, I think their big game that they're going to show off is Fallout 4.
Probably.
Could it be Elder Scrolls 6? Yeah, but I think it's Fallout 4.
I mean, anything's possible.
Yeah, anything's possible. Heck, it could be the next Wolfenstein game. We don't know. But we do know that we're going to see Doom there. Doom has been announced. So
yeah, but
that'll be fun. I bought all the Doom games on Steam, so I'll have to get through them. I even have the Brutal Doom mod.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
I haven't played any of the Dooms, so if I decide to play them, I'll probably just, yeah.
Right.
Do what I do and,
Okay, so Sony, do you have any predictions about Sony? Now, this is kind of getting into, because I haven't put out my Sony or Microsoft videos, but I don't care, because this is just kind of a relaxed and chill discussion. We're probably going to see the Uncharted trailer, like a full gameplay trailer and release date.
Well, yeah.
Uncharted 4. I mean, that's going to be their big flagship title. Because the thing with the PS4 is, besides indie titles and stuff that you can get on PC and Xbox One, there isn't a whole lot that I want to see. Like, I'll pull up my EGM magazine that I got just recently, and they graded the systems, and they gave the top 5 games, excuse me.
If I put out a new EGM, I should probably look into that.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's the top 100 games that they want to get. It's the special 2015 preview issue. And the 5 crucial exclusive titles for the PS4 is The Last of Us, which is a remaster of a PS3 game. And
right, yeah.
I'm not really big into remasters, so especially if it was like a console before. I know I'm saying that, but that I have Wind Waker HD. I got the game for free. I got Wind Waker HD for free. Plus, it was a GameCube game, so that's 2 generations ago.
Yeah, plus, Wind Waker was kind of a...
So The Last of Us, which is their most key title, I think it's the highest rated title for PS4. It's on PS3, so I don't really care. Infamous Second Son, it looks cool, but it's not the best Infamous. The best Infamous was on PS3. I mean, there's Drive Club, which is... that wasn't a really great launch title. Resogun, which is kind of an indie game. So I guess that's pretty good. And Guilty Gear XRD Sign. So if you're into that. So there really isn't any exclusives that is pulling me into the PS4 right now. You see what I'm saying?
Right, and I think that's the thing though, is like not Microsoft. I don't know why I said Microsoft.
Right, and I think that's where Microsoft might have Sony be, is in terms of exclusives. And that's what Sony needs to show off at this E3, because their last year's E3 was very disappointing. It was more about media. They kind of pulled a Microsoft when Microsoft didn't, and they were focused on the media part of their
Right, I understand that to a point. I mean, you want to show off, hey, yeah, we can do...
Yeah, hey, you can watch TV on your console, even though you can watch TV without your console, right?
Yeah, so where's the fun in that?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they said that they had some exclusive stuff that you can watch on PlayStation Now or whatever.
Right. I think they have. I think I heard somewhere that they actually have a show now. You can.
Yeah, like Brian Michael Bendis, like they brought him out and showed some stuff, but
Right. I don't know. I mean, again, I'm not. I'm a sure show expert. It's taking me this
Yeah.
long to start watching Breaking Bad. So.
Yeah, but here's where Microsoft has Sony beat. Now let's look at some of the key titles of Microsoft. 5 crucial exclusive titles according to EGM. First one, Sunset Overdrive. That gives me the feeling that I want from Infamous Second Son. So if I had to pick Sunset Overdrive or Infamous Second Son, I would go with Sunset Overdrive.
Right.
And this is coming from a guy that would pick a Sony system over a Microsoft system.
Well, I think
Right?
some of that also is just the fact that the online is free on Sony, but
Yeah. There's Titanfall, which isn't really exclusive. I don't know why they include that, because Titanfall's on PC and 360. But it's best on Xbox One, I would guess. So
yeah, but I think that might
that
be
game,
because Microsoft.
that game was made by Respawn. Like, it's brilliant. There's Forza Horizon 2, which I think is better than what was it, Drive Club. But we get like a Forza every year. Killer Instinct for extra fans. Now, Killer Instinct was it adapted pay models that weren't great. Like a lot of here's Microsoft problem. They have terrible pay models. Like what was that game, Rise, where you have this what are they calling it now? It's not called DLC. It's
add-ons. I don't know.
Yeah, kind of this like add-on model.
Well, I mean,
in-game purchase.
Right. I mean, in-game purchases can work.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know.
Because getting back to the game I play a lot.
It kind of ruined Rise is these in-game purchases that were just stupid. And that's kind of what Killer Instinct adopted, is that you have to buy these extra characters. And
yeah, I remember there was a bunch of videos about that. And
then there's Dead Rising 3, which was a launch title, and it just didn't live up to expectations. But I would still pick those 5 over the PS4 5.
Right.
And, I mean, the Xbox One is $50 less than the PS4. I mean, if you would have talked to me at E3 2013 when Sony completely ripped Microsoft a new one, I would have said, go with PS4, right? The PS4 is the one you want to go with. Xbox One is complete crap. Stay the heck away from Xbox One. PS4 is the way to go. Now I'm kind of like, I'm looking at the Xbox One because it's $50 cheaper, and you have more exclusives or you have the better exclusives, I should say.
Right, you have exclusives that actually. I think Sony kind of lost out when they because Grand Theft Auto was, I mean, not an exclusive, but was they had an advantage where they would have it before.
Yeah,
Microsoft
timed exclusive, which is the stupidest concept in the world. I hate timed exclusives. That's what Microsoft did with Tomb Raider, Rise of the whatever.
What? Yeah,
Rise of the
whatever
Tomb
last Tomb
Raider. Lara Croft, Rise of the Tomb Raider. And it's a timed exclusive for Microsoft platforms, but it's going to come to PS4 eventually. It's just stupid. I hate timed exclusives. They need to get rid of it.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, right. But kind of what I was going back before, Sony needs to take advantage of this E3 and show their exclusives.
Right.
They need to show off Uncharted 4 with the trailer. They need to give it a release date. That way we kind of have a better idea when it's going to come out. Show off a new Ratchet and Clank. Aren't they supposed to be making a Ratchet and Clank movie? I know that a Sly Cooper movie was announced, but what about a Ratchet and Clank movie?
Probably both. I mean, I don't know. I know very little about Sly Cooper, so I can't really say,
Yeah, I hear that they're making a Sly Cooper movie, but give us a new Sly Cooper game. Give us a new Ratchet and Clank game.
I watched an LP of Sly Cooper a really long time ago.
Give us Infamous 3. Second Son doesn't really count as 3. Give us an Infamous 3.
I think it was a blind run. I couldn't think of it of that game.
Yeah, it was kind of like a spin-off kind of thing. I don't know. It wasn't the Infamous game that we were hoping for. God of War 4. Just show off God of War 4 for crying out loud.
Okay, didn't he
Just
say
drop the bombshell on E3 and show us God of War 4. That's
when
what
was the last
every
God of War
one-
actually released?
Huh?
When was the last God of War released?
Ah,
Hang on a second. Did you
They
say-
had-
Sorry, what?
they had Ghost of Sparta released recently, and that was on PS3, I believe.
Was that on the
That was the prequel game, Ghost of Sparta.
was it on the Vita?
No, it was on PS3, and what Ghost of Sparta offered was multiplayer.
Because I mean, I bought a.
That was
PS.
its kind of shtick. There was a game on the PSP called Chains of Olympus. That's probably what you're thinking of.
Yeah, because I actually bought a PSP because it's probably one of the better emulatable devices on the go. So
Yeah. I still have to pick up a PSP. There's a lot of systems I still have to pick up, but college kind of sucking up my
Yeah,
budget.
actually,
And
well-
I just bought a car, so
right, I saw that on Facebook. If you don't watch
yeah.
this, you're gonna have no clue what we're talking about.
yeah. For the folks that don't know, algorefan4 and I know each other in real life. So
Yeah, what game was I gonna play? Oh yeah, I was gonna play Wind Waker. Wind Waker on the PSP because that's totally possible.
yeah, that's totally possible. No. They have to show. Well, they probably. I don't know.
Hang on a
It's
second.
going to come out in early June, and it's going to be right before the E3 hype. Do you think Sony's going to show back Batman Arkham Knight?
I don't know.
Because Batman Arkham Knight is what, June 2nd, 2015?
I know very little.
Yeah, I have it in my EGM article because it's their number one. Sorry, spoiler alert. Number one most wanted game, right?
Right.
And then No Man's Sky, so here's what we're probably going to expect from Sony's conference, or what they should do. God of War 4, big announcement. Have that. You've sealed the deal, Sony. Show off Uncharted 4 release date with the trailer. Show off a new Ratchet and Clank game, maybe a new Sly Cooper game. Show off Final Fantasy 15, maybe a new Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, although maybe Square Enix would rather show that off at their conference. So Sony can't rely on Square Enix too much because Square Enix has their own conference that they want to show off.
Well,
Show off a third-party sizzle reel, and then show off No Man's Sky. Everyone is hyping up No Man's Sky, and to be honest, I'm excited about No Man's Sky. It's probably my most wanted indie title right now. You know about No Man's Sky, right?
no, I don't. I'll have to look up.
It's
here.
this big space adventure where you can go and just do whatever you want. You can explore all these different planets, and it's just this huge space adventure. And you could fly a ship, and then you could jump out of the ship and explore it. It's really cool. I'm not doing it a good service of describing it.
I'll look it up later. Yeah.
Yeah. They'll probably show off Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, because
Right.
Metal
Well,
Gear fans.
Yeah. Didn't guy who made Metal Gear, whose name I can't think of now.
Yep. He Hideo Kojima. He basically is quitting Konami, and I had a discussion with Josh. We were going to invite Josh to the discussion, but he just couldn't make it due to work issues. But we were wondering maybe Hideo Kojima showed up to work high or whatever, and Konami wants to get it. I don't think that's what's happening. I watched this video by I can't remember the YouTuber, something with a bunny, something. I can't remember. Just look up videos about Kojima and Konami and their little fallout. What I think happened is you gotta kind of have to relate it to film. Okay, that'd be like telling Quentin Tarantino he can only make cheap horror films that like your Paranormal Activity 4 or Insidious 306 or something like that.
Yeah,
he can only make those films, and he can't make the films that he wants. That's pretty much what Konami wants to do. They're like, we can't give you any more big budget games because we want to make games on mobile phones and we want to make games at casinos. So that's where our biggest profit is. So Hideo Kojima, we're not going to give you the money that you want anymore. You're not allowed to make these big, huge productions that you want.
Right.
And Hideo Kojima is going to be like, that's not right, because you know what he's going to see? He's going to see the same thing that Kaiji Inafu saw. When
Right.
Capcom canceled Mega Man Legends 3, it's like, oh, let's go to Kickstarter. Let's cut out the big publishers. Let's cut out the big corporate people, and let's make the games that we want to make. So that's why he's making Mighty Number 9. That's why Rare developers left Microsoft, formed their own company, and they're making Project Ukulele. That's why the Castlevania guy left Konami, because Konami did the same thing to him, and
Right.
he's making like a spiritual successor to Castlevania. That's probably what Hideo Kojima is going to do. Is he's going to leave? He's going to take to Kickstarter, and that's where his next project's going to be, and it's probably going to do brilliantly. And I think there was a couple other people that went to Kickstarter, and they had some, like, they were well known and developers, and they have some cool projects.
Right. Kickstarter can be a great place for stuff, and they can also be like a really bad place.
Yeah, Kickstarter is a very crazy
market. Yeah.
animal. Yeah, it's hard to tame it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to diss it and say, it's the worst idea ever. Because, I mean, it's a great idea. The problem is
famous people got a hold of it and learned that they don't need the big corporate guys telling them what to do anymore. And so the big famous people overshadow the unknown people when Kickstarter was made for unknown people to get known. Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm not saying every project that, Joe Smo made is also going to be brilliant either. Because, I mean, I can think of a couple Kickstarters of people that were just kind of stupid.
But I think after Metal Gear Solid 5 is done, that's what Hideo Kojima's going to do. He's going to officially leave Konami. He's going to start up his own company and just fund it through like Kickstarter and make his own game. Now, here's the thing. If Nintendo was smart, they would pick up Hideo Kojima.
Metal Gear.
Like, hey, we need a really gritty title. They would never do this. Be like, hey, we really need a really gritty title.
Here's Mario.
You're best friends with Miyamoto and Sakurai. How about you work for us? We'll give you the money. We'll give you your studio and pay for it to keep open and make us a game.
Here's Mario. Make us a gritty Mario title.
Okay, maybe not that.
Wait, you don't want to see Mario with guns? Mario
No.
Gear Solid.
Did you know that they made a first-person shooter Mario?
Yes, I think.
Yoshi Safari on Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
That was the first-person shooter Mario, and you're basically on a Yoshi that has that like where he's powered up, where Yoshi can spit fireballs, and you just shoot the Koopa kids.
Yeah. Did you?
And they're like in mechs and stuff. It's kind of interesting. Is that on Virtual Console Yoshi Safari? I need to pick up that.
I don't know. You could probably get a ROM of it and play it on your box. Microsoft,
Halo 5. Guardians,
probably, yeah.
Trailer of that. Trailer release date, of course. When is that? What is the time frame that's supposed to come out?
I don't know. I haven't really followed.
October 27th, 2015 is when it's supposed to come out.
Right. I know that the Steve Jobs documentary comes out around the time of my birthday, so.
Oh, nice. Oh, one thing that I forgot to mention for the Sony one is Persona 5.
Right, I know everyone's into that. I never really played a lot of those, so I can't say,
Yeah, we're getting. I just kind of got into Shin Megami Tensei and Persona recently. Like I bought Persona Q. I haven't played it yet. I got the collector's edition or the premium edition, excuse me, for 3DS, and like I have Shin Megami Tensei 4, and I have like Devil Survivor Overclocked, and
right. I mean,
what's the other one? I don't have Strange Journey. I want to get Strange Journey. I don't have it yet. And then there's another one I own. I don't know. I have too many games.
I really don't have an excuse. I have the PSP, and they have a
Yeah.
I think they actually went through and remade the first, because I mean, again, I'm got to be Mr. Completist, so I'd have to go back and play at the beginning.
Yeah, Persona 4 Golden. Yeah, Seth, he actually bought a Vita just for that game.
I don't think I would go that far. I mean, I just bought a.
Yeah, that's a question that Alpha Omegason brought up. Have you ever bought a system just for one game?
No.
You haven't? Really?
I mean, I bought a Gen or not. It's not a Genesis. It's a retro whatever system that they made that Disc Traders sold because
Uh,
after
I,
sorry, finish
I
your thought.
actually bought the DS just to play Phantom Hourglass. That's why I bought a DS.
I bought the no, I didn't buy it launch day. I got it Christmas that year. Because I played the heck out of Super Mario 64 DS because that was like one of the few good games they had on that system at launch.
Now, of course, I grew my DS library a lot because DS has a tremendous library and it grew. But the main reason why I wanted a DS was for Phantom Hourglass because I was such a huge fan of Wind Waker. I wanted to see what happened afterwards. So Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, like that was all.
Right. Well, I was excited for Spirit Tracks, but that's just because I'm kind of into that old trains thing. So.
Yeah, Spirit Tracks is really good. I wonder if they'll ever continue on with that timeline of Zelda. Like, it's actually a pretty interesting story.
Right, I know they have that timeline shift because they finally
because isn't like Spirit Tracks the most into the future Zelda game?
Probably, I don't know. I looked at the timeline once and I don't remember it.
That reminds me, I still have to buy Hyrule Historia. Like I see it all the time at Walmart.
Let's say Walmart has it.
It's right there, and I need to buy it, but it's like $30 or whatever.
Yeah, I saw it at Barnes & Noble a couple times when I've been out of town.
Yeah, I still need to get it. It's on my to-get list because, like, I think every Zelda fan should have Hyrule Historia.
I wish we had a Barnes & Noble here, but I've been hoping for that since.
Yeah, you never know. We're finally getting a Panda Express in our town, so there's that.
Yeah, but I don't really like Chinese food, so I mean that's not really a bonus for me.
Never mind then. Okay, so. This is what I'm going. See, this is why I have an issue with uploading Microsoft and Sony predictions. Is it's kind of hard. So we kind of went over everything. I mean, except for there's a couple things I wanted to mention about the Microsoft one. Is they're probably going to show the new Crackdown game.
Right.
With that, it's a reboot, isn't it? They're rebooting Crackdown.
Probably.
Because the original team didn't work on the sequel, I believe. And then now the team's back for this. So it's a reboot of Crackdown, I believe. We're probably going to see that. Probably more Scalebound, which is Platinum's new game. You know Platinum, right?
Yeah.
They have a Microsoft exclusive, which is Scalebound, which looks interesting, I guess. What was the other? I don't really want to see another Fable because Fable's kind of going downhill. It doesn't deliver on its promises, so I don't really care for Fable anymore. What was that card game? That Phantom Dust. That's what it's called, right? Phantom Dust?
Probably, I don't.
Yeah, that like card game that was on the original Xbox. We're getting a new Phantom Dust, and they showed it off at E3 of last year. And Nick Robinson of E3 or Rev3 Games. Remember when Rev3 Games was still on YouTube?
Yeah.
He actually predicted that game, and it was like a left field prediction. He got it right, which is amazing. Oh, let's enter our next segment. A total left field announcement. E3 prediction.
I said
you have a total like left field coming out of nowhere prediction.
I said I hoped for it, but I would be honestly surprised if they actually announced a new Star Fox game.
But they did last year, though. Remember?
I'm sorry. I meant to say. I don't. Okay, probably some weird indie game nobody expected.
Okay, that doesn't count. Like it has to be like crazy announcement because I mean, there's gonna be an indie game that no one expected. Gosh, I don't know. Mother 3.
Oh, we're finally getting it on the VC.
Yeah, imagine if we got Mother 3.
That probably. I mean, at this point, their work's already done. All they have to do is because the guys who made the fan translation even said it that they would give it to Nintendo if they asked.
Yeah,
because that was the thing that was all just fans, so it wasn't like they were hoping. They didn't want to get paid, is what I'm getting at here.
Or here's one: Mother 3D. You know how they had that 3DS remake library where they take the games and put in 3D?
Yeah.
Imagine Mother 3 like that.
I think I bought Sonic the Hedgehog that way because I was like, oh, this sounds nice.
Yeah, it's called 3D Classics, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I got the Kid Icarus game, the very first Kid Icarus NES, and it was the 3D Classics of that. It was absolutely brilliant. I I'm actually a fan of 3D classics. They need to put more out of 3D classics.
I keep hearing Uprising is a good game, and I haven't ever played it. So
you've never played Uprising? Oh man, Kid Icarus Uprising is a game to have on your 3DS, man.
I'll probably end up buying it.
How'd you miss that? I mean, it's by the Smash creator, even.
It's fine.
Sakurai.
I'll go out tomorrow and go buy that game.
Good man, good man.
Right now, I'm gonna go out. Hang on, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Right.
Google.
Do you think we should talk about EA or Ubisoft's conference at all?
Probably not, because I don't think.
Well, we know one game that's going to be at the EA conference: Star Wars Battlefront, because it's being made by DICE.
Right. I know they said they're going to make a new one of those. I mean, I just bought 2 on the PC, so I haven't really played.
Of the Battlefront games.
Yeah.
Yeah, because on the PS2, that's where I played Battlefront. It was Battlefront 1 and 2, and then there was like a PSP game of Battlefront.
Yeah, it was like.
And that was it, right?
Battlefront something, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember that was like the big PSP game to get back in the day. Like that was middle school for us. Can you believe that?
God, I'm getting old.
I know, right? Like
when
when Star Wars Battlefront was on PSP and they were advertising it with all those like the guy in the elevator making Darth Vader noises. Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
That was middle school. That was like early middle school for us.
God dang, I'm getting old.
I know.
I'm going to end up being in my rocking chair talking about the kids these days with their iPods and their...
Yeah.
Back in my day.
Right. Yeah. Did I tell you that I got a new smartphone, by the way? I got the OnePlus One.
Oh. I need to get a new phone. Can I think of it?
It's a competitor of iPhone 6 and Samsung's phones. So.
What is it? Is it just an Android or is it like something fancy?
It's a modded Android. It's a Cyanogen mod is what it's called of Android operating system. Mm-hmm. It's pretty nice. It's by a Chinese startup company. So,
personally, my Virgin Mobile probably doesn't support it, so I probably won't end up getting it. But it's a good thought.
No, I believe Virgin Mobile does support it. I believe all phone companies do support it.
Because my family's cheap.
No.
No, I'm kidding. That's.
Tell me about it. Yeah, I'm on T-Mobile right now, and I hate it. What do you let's tie this talk kind of into what we were talking about before. Do you watch Review Tech USA at all?
No. I don't really
He believes that kind of like smartphones and like these tablets are one day going to take over PCs and gaming consoles, and everything is just going to be on one device, your smartphone or tablet, what have you, and you plug in, like, that Google Chromecast that you can put into your TV?
Yeah, like that, yeah.
Like, you'll have that add-on, you put that into your TV, you get your controller, and then that's how you play games in the future.
What did you say the name of that phone was? Because I'm on Google, so.
OnePlus One. It's OnePlus. That's one word together. OnePlus, and then it's called.
I got it. Yeah, OnePlus One.
Yeah. Yep.
Huh.
Pretty decent phone.
Yeah, I might have to look into this later.
Yeah, I recommend it. If you are looking to buy a new phone, I recommend OnePlus One. And I can actually get you a discounted price if I give you an invite to OnePlus One. So let me know if you're interested, and I can give you the invite, and you can buy it for like $250 or $300 instead of the full $400 price.
Yeah, well, I gotta figure out, because I was gonna just get another. Because the problem with Android is that the last Android phone I had was Virgin Mobile put a bunch of crap on it, and I didn't have any room for anything I wanted to put on it.
Right.
I mean, I didn't really want a lot but this was before I bought my PSP, so I didn't really have. Because I think I read somewhere, I can't remember where, that like the PSP is like the better, like Android's like the second thing if you want portable gaming on the go.
Right. Which reminds me, do you remember the PlayStation phone?
No.
Yeah, didn't think so. No one remembers that.
Remember when someone...
Now, this might be for another discussion, but if you'd like, I'd like to talk about it briefly. Do you remember the leaked Fusion specs? Here, I'll pull that up and screen share it. here, I guess we're going to get into this, even though it can tie into an E3 discussion in case Nintendo does show it off. So,
Let me sign in my image down here. I'm multitasking.
I'll try and pull it up.
Yes, that is my
Fusion Specs Week.
Let's see, this loads.
Okay, Game and Realm. This is one that Shokyo put up. Like, you know how he's on Game and Realm, and
yeah. I think I've actually subbed to him on YouTube.
Yeah, I am too. Okay, so they have the specs of the DS and the terminal. So I'm gonna screen share it. So
I'm multitasking. I'm an imgur too. So
yeah. Okay, so share. Present to everyone.
What is this?
Okay, so basically, what this is the leaked specs for their next systems, and they're supposedly like the handheld and the console are supposed to go together, right?
Right.
Now, if you look at the handheld, I really think this is supposed to be competing with the next lineup of phones. I think Nintendo is getting very serious about competing with, the iPhone and the iPad and trying to get back the consumers that they lost, because they built the consumer base with DS, right? They got your grandma and your parents and everyone else playing games with like Brain Age and
and then the handheld.
And then Wii games, right? Yeah, those games, they got all these different generations interested in that. And now they're going to try to win them back. But look at these specs. Now, look down. You will see at the very bottom of the DS specs, 3G chip with GPS location, Bluetooth, version 4.0 BLE command node used to interface with Bluetooth devices such as cell phones and tablets. Keep that in mind. That's important for what I want to bring up. 16 gigabytes of internal flash storage, possible featuring it with 32 gigabytes, which Nintendo, if you've studied some of their past architecture stuff, they love flash storage. That's a very Nintendo thing to do. A Nintendo 3DS card slot, so this is probably going to be backwards compatible with 3DS games, which goes along with the two 130 millimeter DVGA capacitive touch. No, not that. It was the two 1 MP stereo optic cameras, which produce 3D images. But it also has a SDHC holographic enhanced card slot up to 128 gigabyte limit, a mini USB I/O, and 3300 milliamp hours of Li-ion battery. This sounds like it's going to be a smartphone competitor.
Yeah. Ooh.
It has the 3G chip with GPS location, so not necessarily 4G, but 3G, it's still widely supported.
Oh, that's not fun. How do I get rid of that?
The Bluetooth. Now, here's what I'm thinking that they would do with the Bluetooth. I'm just gonna stop the screen sharing app. Okay. All right. So.
Yeah, thank you, Google Plus. I did not see that.
Here's what I'm thinking that they're gonna try to do.
Yeah.
Do you remember Smart Glass?
Vaguely. Wasn't Google making that at some point?
Microsoft.
Oh, yeah.
It was their answer to the Wii U tablet, right? You know how the Vita and the PS4 and PS3 was the answer to the Wii U gamepad? Yeah. Well, then Microsoft came out with Smart Glass, which was their answer to the Wii U gamepad. Now, games like Watch Dogs, they made use of this, where you buy this app and you use it on your smartphone, and then it will give you stuff in the game. I think Nintendo's kind of going for that route, where Nintendo's finally going to acknowledge that you own other devices, such as a cell phone, such as a tablet, such as a PC. And do you remember that infographic that they shown at their investors meeting? I'll see if I can pull it up. Like I said, this might be for another discussion, so we'll just discuss it briefly. Project Nintendo NX info or NX info graphic.
I'm kind of curious here because I'm supposed to know we're a bunch of Pokemon fan games, so I'm kind of multitasking.
I'm going to show you this infographic. Now, this is from Nintendo themselves. I'll just screen share it real quickly.
Yes, thank you, Google Plus. And I'm well aware of that.
Okay.
Oh, man, why does it hate me?
Is it showing to everyone?
Yeah, well, it's
I'm
showing to me.
trying
I
to-
don't know if it's showing to everybody. So,
Yeah, I'm saying present to everyone, but Google froze on it, so it was being stupid. But anyways, it says jointly develop and operate a new membership service that encompasses smart devices and dedicated video game systems. And it's this big circle that has Nintendo 3DS, Wii U, dedicated game system NX, which is the new project, but tablet, smartphone, and PC. So think of it. Now, this is also their new membership program, and hopefully they'll talk more about this at E3. But
right, because I know they closed.
Let's take a game like Mario Maker, for instance, right? Let's
Right.
say with this new Bluetooth stuff, because the terminal, like the Fusion DS and Fusion Terminal, they both have this Bluetooth capability that communicates with PC, smartphone, and tablets. Let's say you can get this app, and let's say you're on the bus and you have this app for a game like Mario Maker. Well, let's say you can, on your phone or your tablet or your PC, what have you,
Right,
you want to make a Mario Maker stage. So on the app, you can do that, but you can't play it. But then once you get home, like after work or after school or whatever, you turn on your Wii U and bam, right there's the stage that you made earlier on the bus or on the subway train or something. Or while you're on a lunch break at work. Right there's your stage and you can play it.
Right.
That's kind of what I think that they're going to try to do now. I think it's an interesting concept. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be cool.
Or here's one for the eShop. You can access the eShop from your PC, your smartphone, or your tablet. You buy a game right there. So let's say you're at work or at school and a game comes out. You buy the game, and then your Wii U is on already, or your 3DS or something.
Right, you can just send it to it, yeah.
And you send it to it, and it already starts downloading. That way, when you get home, the game is right there waiting for you, right as you download it.
I'm going to bookmark this, so if it'll let me bookmark it. Please let me bookmark it.
What do you think about that?
I think it would be cool. I think,
so you're out and about, you're on vacation, you want to buy a game on the eShop, you just get on your PC, you get on your smartphone, your tablet, you buy the game from there, and then once you get home, right there, the game's waiting for you on your Wii U. Or in this case, it'd be your Fusion Terminal or your Fusion DS.
Right, yeah.
And I also have heard that if you look back at the specs, I'll stop presenting that to everyone. I'm going to go back to screen sharing another screen, back to the rumored specs, and we're going to go to the terminal. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Screen share this. Share. And hopefully it will share to everyone, present to everyone.
The layout, Plus Hangout has two thumbs up, or 2 thumbs up, so.
Yeah. The terminal, because this is the specs that we're looking at now, has 4 custom stream interface nodes for up to 4 Wii U gamepads or 4 DSCs, which I assume is the 4 DS Fusion models. But it also has a Fusion holographic versatile disc, so it looks like their new systems are going to do like very elementary holograms. There's the DS mentioned holograms, now the terminal is. But it also has an inductive charging surface for up to 4 Fusion DS or Wii Remote Plus controllers, which is nice. It's going to have HDMI 2.0, 1080p, or 4K port, which is amazing. Could you imagine this new system running at 4K? That'd be amazing. But it has all these processors, but it looks like you can stream your Fusion Terminal games to your Wii U gamepad. So this new system that comes after Wii U, it looks like you can still use your Wii U gamepad with it.
That'd be cool, yes.
So you want to hang on to your gamepad. You don't want to sell your gamepad. You're going to want to keep your gamepad because this will be able to stream up to 4 Wii U gamepads. So you know that Vita concept that Sony was doing? I think Nintendo's actually going to pursue that route with Fusion DS and Fusion Terminal. You can stream it to your Wii U gamepad, or you can stream games to your Fusion DS. And what if they plan a model, if you buy one game, it goes to your Fusion terminal and also your Fusion DS. So let's say you buy Mario Kart. Well, you own the game, both the Fusion terminal version and the Fusion DS version. That way you can play it on the console, or if you're on vacation, bam, right there is the DS version.
Right.
Kind of like with Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Like, I bought both the Wii U version and the 3DS version, and I can switch back between the two, but it's like this... I had to download an app of being able to trade the two memories, and it's this complicated...
Right, it'd be nice if it wasn't.
Yeah, well, what if now, when I buy a game, I get both versions, and it just automatically updates for both versions. That way I don't have to do that, tedious process of memory switching. That would be awesome. I think that is an excellent idea for their new systems. Now let's go back to the very beginning of this discussion. Do not do this until 2017, Nintendo.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't really... I mean, I did the bet. I hate to repeat myself, but I mean, I don't really think they would want to rush a new system out.
Right. I don't think that they should show it off until E3 2016.
Well, I mean,
now,
I don't...
if this is their plan. Now, here's the flip side of this. Do you remember when the 3DS launched?
Yeah.
March of 2011.
Oh, I'm yawning. Sorry.
Yeah. March of 2011, right?
Yeah.
It is going to be, next year is going to be the 5th year anniversary of the 3DS. That's a 5-year
That's a good,
generation.
decent, yeah.
What, they announced the 3DS at E3 of 2010, right?
About, yeah.
If they don't do this fusion model, let's say they're handheld and their console are separated, do you think that we could see a new handheld announced at this year's E3 that will be launched in March, or spring, I should say, of 2016?
Possibly.
It could happen if they want to do a 5-year lifespan and the fusion model is not happening. Now, if they don't show it off, then I think this fusion idea is real, and I think it's going to happen, and they'll show it off at E3 2016. So that's my closing thoughts, folks. If we see a new handheld fusion, it was fake. It's a fake idea. But if we don't, then I'm expecting fusion. It'll be announced E3 of 2016, just kind of shown off briefly. More will be announced at E3 2017, and then you can expect your fusion systems to be launched in around November of 2017.
Never are not. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining me, algorefan4.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, we'll have to do this again sometime. Hopefully we'll have another discussion, folks, and hopefully we'll be a little bit more organized next time.
Won't go off topic every 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, that's bound to happen, but hopefully we'll be a little bit more organized. Now we know how to set up this, so.
Well, hopefully. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to not work again, but...
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Have a good night.
Yep. How do I...